Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the San Diego Comic-Con 2015 exclusive Mortal Kombat X Sub-Zero Ice clone from Mezco Toyz. That's right, Mezco's Mortal Kombat X line has been pretty fantastic. I've already taken a look at Sub-Zero and Raiden, and I absolutely loved those two figures. And this year at the San Diego Comic-Con, along with on the Mezco website, they offered this exclusive translucent blue variation of the Sub-Zero figure known as the Ice Clone. So let's take a look at him. As you can see, he comes in that same style Mortal Kombat X blister card packaging. It's just a black card back with the Mortal Kombat logo in the background right there in the center, as well as kind of imprinted on the blister bubble where you can fully see the action figure within. It also does have a Mezco convention exclusive sticker up there on the left-hand corner of the box. When you flip the box around to the backside, it's exactly the same as the standard Sub-Zero release, so you actually get an image of the regular fully painted Sub-Zero figure and a look at that figure's accessories, which are actually different than this figure's accessories that I'm going to show you in just a bit here. So let's go and take a look at this figure outside of the packaging. Now, the figure itself is exactly the same mold as our standard Sub-Zero action figure. The big difference, of course, is that he's done in a translucent blue plastic. So we'll go and do some comparison time right here at the very beginning of the review. I'm going to bring in the standard Sub-Zero so you can see him side by side with this new Ice Clone variation. Yes, I know he does kind of blend in a bit with my backdrop, but he's got a really nice translucent blue body that has some really nice kind of reflectiveness on it that gives it a very icy look. But you can see these two side by side. You'll notice they are the same sculpt. We have a lot of the same great details worked in, such as the daggers, all of the great straps and everything. Great detailing in the sculpt work there. It's just done in this really cool translucent icy blue plastic instead of being fully painted. So the articulation functions the same on this guy as well, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that. You got the nice ball joint at the head, so the head can spin all the way around, look left and right. We've got these really nice ball joints at the shoulders, so the arms can go outwards, move forwards and backwards, swivel at the elbow, as well as a standard elbow bend, and then we do have nice ball joints at the wrist, so they can swivel around as well as hinge. Great hinge joints there, and those are interchangeable, which I'll show you in just a bit. We can rotate the figure at the waist. There's nothing in the chest, but I think that's so that we don't break up the sculpt of the chest, as I talked about on the other figures. But we can swivel them at the waist. We do have ball joints at the thighs there. We can also swivel at the thigh cut. We got some really good joints at the knees there, which also swivel at the knee cut. And then we have really great ball joints at the ankles, so they can swivel all the way around, as well as move up and down. One of the things I really like, if you can really notice that, when I'm moving this guy around in the lights, look at the way the lights reflect off of him. That icy look is just fantastic on this guy. He's got a really nice shine to him, so when you really get him under the lights there, he very much glistens like ice would out in the sunlight. I really, really like that. So, Sub-Zero's Ice Clone actually comes with a few accessories that the standard Sub-Zero did not. He does have the same hands that we saw in that other one, so you'll notice his right hand is open and there's a little hole in it. That same hole was present on the regular Sub-Zero figure, but he didn't come with an accessory for it. Ice Clone does. He has got an ice ball accessory. It's got a little peg on there, so we can plug that into the hole on his hand, and that way we can get him holding on to this ice ball accessory. The reason why this is so great, though, is that if you do have that standard Sub-Zero release, like I mentioned, he does have that same hole in his hand, so this will give you an extra accessory for your standard Sub-Zero as well. Now, you can pose Sub-Zero holding on to the ice ball, which is awesome. Now, in that same vein, the Ice Clone here also comes with a pair of daggers that the standard Sub-Zero did not. The standard Sub-Zero came with a sword. Ice Clone has got some cool ice daggers. Now, he does have interchangeable hands that you'll want to swap out to put those daggers in. They just pull out in a little peg system, just like the standard Sub-Zero. We can then pop in the gripping hands that he comes with in his place. Pop those out just like that. Very easy to swap those out. And then we can now put the daggers in his hand, so you can pose the Ice Clone with those ice daggers. But again, Just like we did with that ice ball, we can use these daggers on our standard Sub-Zero figure if you want to, since he didn't come with those daggers. I think that is really, really great, because that gives you an extra reason to want to pick up the ice clone there. We can really arm up our standard edition Sub-Zero figure. Now, of course, the reason for the ice clone existing, other than it being just an easy variant, is the fact that, well, in the video games, Sub-Zero has had the ability in many of the games, including Mortal Kombat X, to make an ice clone of himself while doing battle. And then, of course, if your opponent touches it, they freeze. So, this guy works great when you pair him up with your standard Sub-Zero action figure as his ice clone. Overall, I think this is a really great figure. Obviously, I am a sucker for translucent toys, as I've mentioned many times in the past, so I love it just for that aspect alone. But this is a really great action figure. I love the basic Sub-Zero. This is a variant that makes perfect sense, and the fact that he comes with some extra accessories not seen with the standard Sub-Zero is just an added bonus for this guy. He is definitely worth picking up if you can track him down. He was sold exclusively at the 2015 San Diego Comic-Con and on Mezco's website during the convention, so at this point you'll probably have to track this guy down online. Happy hunting, my friends, and until next time.